Hey guys, in this video I wanted to walk you through some of the thoughts and ideas that not only help me get through discomfort, but help me to embrace it wholeheartedly. Hey, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Nick, and this is my channel, Nick's Mindful Tips. My goal is to help those who are striving to become more wholesome individuals as I myself continue to grow alongside them. If you find any value in this video I share with you today, you should consider hitting the like button. It would help out a ton. Everyone feels discomfort at many different points in their lives. Maybe you went through a bad breakup and you don't know how to deal with it. Maybe you have an exam coming up that you're a nervous wreck about. Or maybe you have a competition that you don't think you've practiced enough for. Regardless of the reason, many of us find ourselves in uncomfortable positions at many different points in our lives. I'll give you an example I'm going through right now. This is my first official YouTube video, and I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. But with the discomfort that I have, there comes something more. When we become uncomfortable, it's our primal instinct to avoid whatever it is that's making us feel that way. Shut it down, run away from it, hide from it. These are the things that our brain is telling us to do. It's the lizard brain in us that invokes us into a fight or flight response. Even though we aren't truly in danger, our mind is trying to tell our body that we are. Once we understand this, we can fight against it. When I realized that discomfort was what was stopping me from starting this channel, that's when I stopped procrastinating and got to work. I had a laundry list of reasons as to why I couldn't start this channel. I didn't know how to write a script. I didn't know how to edit videos. I didn't know how to talk to a camera. I still don't know how to talk to a camera. And I didn't know how to create a thumbnail. I didn't know how to structure a video. The list seemed impossible to overcome. But then I realized something really simple. How do you do anything in life? You take it one step at a time. Discomfort is one of the greatest things that we feel in our entire lives. You know why? Because it allows us to grow. I'm sure many of you have been through a bad breakup before, which at the time felt like your world was falling apart. But when you look back at that breakup after you've gone through the process and healed from it, how do you feel? Many people would say that they've gained endless knowledge and wisdom from that relationship, no matter how bad it made them feel, no matter how much discomfort was felt. Discomfort is one of the feelings that will invoke growth in us as long as we allow it to. We allow ourselves to feel this way so that we can move forward and become better. David Goggins tells a great story about joining the Navy SEALs. If you don't know who David Goggins is, I highly recommend you look him up. He tells this story about Hell Week and what it entails. Hell Week, for those of you who don't know, it's part of a 6-month training course for Navy SEALs. For Hell Week, it's 5.5 days, 130 hours of extremely intense mental and physical endurance training, to which most people who get through it attribute it to one of the greatest achievements in their entire lives. I'm paraphrasing, but what David says is that they have to spend a large amount of time in the Pacific Ocean, which is freezing cold. After a short amount of time, what starts running through the average person's mind is, I'm 1 hour into this, how can I stand doing this for another 10, 20, 30 hours? We're unable to process that. When we start to think this way, it becomes an overload on the brain. We need to stop thinking about the future, and we need to start thinking about the present moment. When we take a step back and think about the now instead of what's to come, everything becomes much more clear in our mind. No one should ever subject themselves to hours or days or weeks or months or years of torture when the only moment that we're ever living in is the present. Why would I sit here and think about the fact that I'm going to be bald in the next few years? That's torture. If you allow discomfort to run your life, you're allowing it to take over every opportunity that you have to become a better person. On the opposing side of discomfort is something that we're all very familiar with. Comfort. Comfort is one of the things that you probably don't think about in your day-to-day life, but you're living in it without realizing it. Your mind will constantly push you to do whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable. The issue with comfort is that with comfort, we block ourselves from growth. When something hurts us, one of the first things we want to do is get into a comfortable position, whatever that may be. It's different for everyone. Binge eating, social media, drugs, alcohol, we habituate ourselves to this type of behavior. They make us feel comfortable and they divert our attention away from whatever discomfort it is that we're facing. We have two voices in our head, one good, one evil. They're like our conscience, standing over either of our shoulders, telling us what to do at any given time. You decide that you want to start working out, getting in shape, whatever. You say, okay, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and go for a run. The following morning, your alarm goes off. The first thought in your head is, okay, I need to get up. And then the other voice comes in your head. You can sleep for a little bit longer. So you hit the snooze button. Your second alarm goes off and it's time to get up. But that other voice in your head is like, no, you can go back to sleep. And you listen to it. When we start to embrace the voice that tells us what we should be doing, that's when the negative voice starts to get quieter. Listen to the voice that drives you to be something more. The more you listen and engage with it, the easier it gets. This isn't to say that we should push ourselves beyond our limitation, but how do we know what our limit is if we never try to find it from the start? We all need comfort sometimes, especially when we become overburdened. We just can't allow comfort to take over our lives. When you allow comfort to take over, you start living on autopilot, never learning, never growing, never changing. Whether you believe me or not, discomfort is the driving force that will lead you to happiness and success. To push discomfort away is to push away everything that you could ever become in your entire life. The next time you're facing discomfort, embrace it with open arms, knowing it's just another fork in the road that's pushing you to become a better person. That wraps it up. I want to know what makes you guys feel uncomfortable. Let me know in the comment section down below. And with that, that's my first official YouTube video. Let me know if it helped you. Let me know what I could do better. Just give me some feedback and let me know. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, in this video, I wanted to walk you through some of the thoughts and ideas that not only help me get through discomfort, but to help me to... When we become uncomfortable, it's our primal instinct